I get to the rim on anybody. I work so hard in the summertime. I'm prepared for those moments no matter who I play. Best defense in the league, worst defense in the league. It's the best league in the world, and I know that. That's why I work so hard.
It's in a game here last year.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the fake. That's nasty.
By the Thunder. Shai going to work. Step back shot. Ellis.
Did you just see that?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just ripped out another defense's soul and left an entire city speechless. But what I'm about to show you is going to flip your entire view of the NBA upside down. Because the league has a problem with a name, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 32.7 points, 6.4 assists, 5 rebounds, 1.7 steals, 1 block, 51.9% from the field, 37.5% from deep, 89.8% from the line. And he's leading the youngest team in the league to a mind-bending 68 wins. And somehow, people are still asking if he's the MVP.
Who said that?
But here's what should keep every GM, coach, and defender up at night. Every time you think you've seen SGA ceiling, he smashes through it.
To infinity and beyond!
Today, I'm breaking down why SGA isn't just having a great season. He's creating a nightmare for the entire NBA. A problem that's getting bigger, scarier, and more unsolvable every single game. A problem that could define the next decade of basketball. So lock in, because I'm going to show you why we're witnessing the birth of the NBA's next dynasty, and why nobody is ready for what's coming.
Advantage inside. Shai kept that pivot foot down.
Let's rewind for a second. The 11th pick in 2018, traded from the Clippers, just a nice young piece in the Paul George deal. Now, the most unstoppable force in basketball. Every year, he adds something new, more efficient, more dangerous, more complete. But here's what should terrify the league. His improvement curve isn't slowing down, it's speeding up. Let's get one thing straight. SGA isn't just the MVP favorite. He's rewriting the rules for what a guard can be in today's NBA. League-leading scorer, 63.7% true shooting. That's center-level efficiency from a guard who creates everything himself. But here's the real mic drop. He's not just putting up numbers. He's winning. 68 wins with the youngest roster in the league.
How do you do, fellow kids?
When Jalen Williams or Chet Holmgren miss games, SGA went 43-7. That's not carrying a team. That's dragging them to the mountaintop. As one NBA insider said, SGA is the system. His floor is higher than almost any player on earth. But here's the question that's haunting every front office. What happens when the rest of this young Thunder squad catches up to him? And remember, he's only 26. This isn't even his final form.
What you're seeing now is my normal state.
What's he adding next? Nobody knows. And that's the scariest part. Let's talk about his work ethic for a second. Teammates say he's the first in the gym, last to leave. He's obsessed with film. He's constantly tweaking his game, adding new moves, new counters, new ways to break down defenders. That's why every season he comes back with something new. Remember when people said he couldn't shoot threes? Now he's nearly 38% from deep. Said he couldn't defend? Now he's top 3 in steals. And he's not just the numbers. It's the way he controls the game. He's got the Luka, Chris Paul, LeBron James level of pace, never rush, always in control, always 2 steps ahead. What makes SGA a true problem? He's a two-way monster. Offensively, unstoppable, 6'6" frame, 7-foot wingspan, a bag deeper than grandma's purse. Defensively, he's a nightmare. Top 3 in steals, locking up the league's best guards, anchoring OKC's elite defense. Let me ask you, name one defender who can actually contain him. I'll wait. Can't think of one? Neither can NBA coaches. And it's not just the highlights. Let's break down his game for a second. He's got the best first step in the league. He's a master at changing speeds. 1 second he's gliding, the next he's exploding to the rim. He's got a mid-range game that's pure poetry. Floaters, step backs, fadeaways. In his finishing, he's ambidextrous, can finish with either hand, and has a layup package that would make Kyrie Irving jealous. On defense, he's just as versatile. He can guard 1 through 3, switch onto bigger players. He's always in the right spot. He's got those long arms, quick hands, and a sixth sense for jumping passing lanes. The Thunder aren't just winning, they're dismantling teams. Best point differential in modern NBA history. First in steals, first in opponent points off turnovers, first in fast break points. And at the center of this basketball hurricane, SGA. But here's the twist that should keep Adam Silver up at night. This team is built to last. Young stars, endless draft picks, a system perfectly tailored to SGA's strengths. Let's talk about the supporting cast for a second. Chet Holmgren, rookie unicorn, already blocking shots and stretching the floor. Jalen Williams, one of the most underrated wings in the league, can score, defend, and make plays. And then there's the bench, loaded with young, hungry guys who can step up at any moment. And don't forget Sam Presti, the mastermind GM with a war chest of draft picks. The Thunder have so many assets, they could trade for another star tomorrow, or just keep building through the draft. We're not just watching a great season, we're watching the birth of the NBA's next dynasty. Small defenders, he shoots over them. Big defenders, he blows by them. Double teams, he finds the open man. Play him straight up, good luck. Teams have tried everything, nothing works. And if you somehow slow him down on offense, he'll just lock up your best player on the other end. Let's get interactive. Drop a comment if you're coaching against OKC, who would you put on SGA? Because right now, 29 NBA teams are still searching for that answer. Let's look at some of the league's best defenders. Drew Holiday, cooked. Mikal Bridges, cooked. Even the reigning Defensive Player of the Year can't slow him down for long. And it's not just the regular season. In the playoffs, when defenses tighten up, SGA gets even better. He's averaging more points, more assists, and shooting a higher percentage in the clutch. When the lights are brightest, SGA gets better. Fourth quarter, game on the line, defense locked in, it doesn't matter. Look at his eyes, the calm. While everyone else speeds up, he slows down, gets to his spots, executes with surgical precision. That's not taught. That's not coach. That's in his DNA. He's top 5 in clutch points, clutch field goal percentage, and clutch plus minus. He's a closer, plain and simple. Now for the part that keeps the rest of the league up at night. The Thunder are just getting started. Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, a war chest of draft picks that would make Danny Ainge jealous. And at the center of it all, SGA, still improving, still evolving, still unsolvable. Let's play a quick what if. What if the Thunder package some of those picks for another All-Star? What if Chet becomes a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate? What if Jalen Williams takes another leap? The possibilities are endless and terrifying for the rest of the league. And here's a fun fact. The Thunder have more first-round picks in the next 5 years than some teams have in a decade.
Damn!
That's not just a rebuild, that's an empire in the making. To really understand what we're witnessing, you need context. Closest comp, maybe prime Dwayne Wade, a two-way force who dominated both ends. But even Wade never led the league in scoring with this kind of efficiency. What we're seeing is unprecedented. A guard combining scoring, playmaking, defense, and clutch at an elite level. Let's compare SGA to some of the all-time greats. Jordan, Kobe, Wade. They all had that killer instinct, that ability to take over games. But SGA is doing it with a level of efficiency and versatility we've never seen before. And he's doing it in an era where defenses are smarter. Analytics are everywhere, and the competition is fiercer than ever. The NBA has seen dominant players before, but what makes SGA different? The completeness of his game. He's not just a scorer, not just a playmaker, not just a defender. He's all of those things at an elite level. So yes, the NBA has a serious SGA problem. And the scariest part, there's no solution in sight. This is just the beginning of a decade of dominance. If this breakdown changed how you see SGA, smash that like button and hit subscribe, and drop a comment with the next player you want broken down. This is Varsity Vault, where we see the game differently.